So we're here at Nitro Red Hill, and they're just working really hard at the moment. I just thought I'd show you around. I want to talk to you a little bit about a few things. Number one is I want to talk to you about this thing called the value proposition match. Well, right now we're working hard, and you can see them that they're in the background. This is our view, by the way. Check this out. And it is a sensational view. But the thing is that the view matches what we're trying to talk about, because most of the things I find with a lot of practitioners is that they create these values for our clients and for your particular clients, and you think that your product and your service that you provide is exactly what your patients want. But the reality is that chances are is that you don't even really know, because you're just actually guessing. You're just making an assumption that the value that you're providing is the exact same thing of what your patient is actually looking for. But the problem is that that's not necessarily the case, because you actually haven't thought through. Because unless you do this work, the work is this. The work is taking the understanding of your product and services and really figuring out exactly what are you trying to relieve and what are you trying to gain. What can they gain from your product and services, and making sure it matches to the patient's perspective of what are the problems they're actually experiencing, what are they trying to get relief from, and what are they trying to gain. If those two match, then you actually have a service that matches the particular, which then creates this value proposition we're talking about. But if you don't actually think it through, you might actually create a product or service that doesn't match your ideal client. That doesn't help you. And each ideal client has a different perspective or a different energy around this, or specifically more they have an understanding of what they want. So the goal here isn't to try to create a value proposition for every patient you see or for everybody in the world. It's about finding the right value proposition that affects that particular target market you're actually going for. You see, we try to generalize what we do to everyone. That does not help you or doesn't actually serve you. What you need to do is you actually want to create a specific product and service that is really highly valued. Segmentation of that clientele is your particular target market you're trying to go after. The difference between a CrossFitter versus a pregnant woman is vastly different, and what they want from you is very different too. So trying to create a value that suits both of them, it doesn't help you. It doesn't help and serve the communication. What you need to do is create a different value proposition for the CrossFitter versus the pregnant woman. Once you understand that, once you've gone through a process of making sure that your value that you have matches the value that they want, then you have a value proposition match. And when you can do that, then you know you're onto something. And then from that, we can work on how do we learn to communicate this better, how then we can deliver on that promise, and how we can deliver on that value, so we can actually understand creating that product and service that actually patients want. Thanks for watching this video. If you haven't already done so, that subscribe button, you should press it. And because I want to share videos with you just like this one to help you grow your practice.